expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Iguodala, and it's sent back by Bogut. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Thompson outside. Iguodala outside. In the corner, Rush with it. And stolen by Barnes. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. The shot by Curry, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Bogut. Bogut's got 3 assists tonight.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
On its way from Curry for 2, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Warriors leading by 4. They double him with Green. To the inside. Here's Bogut. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Curry with it. Picked up by Thompson. From deep. Curry can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Warriors with the rebound.
And you saw how quick ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense. Your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Rush comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Rush. Golden State's gone way outside since the start of the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Livingston. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. The Warriors have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And he banks in the layup. Livingston's got his second bucket of the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Now here's Barnes. His last outing, he had 8 points.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Here is Livingston. Releases. And Barbosa pulls it down.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Feeds it to Rush. Back to Barbosa. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Leandro Barbosa.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First one falls for him. And the Warriors with some changes. Spates comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Thompson in for Shaun Livingston. And the Warriors also making a change. Stephen Curry's checked in for Shaun Livingston. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And here's Green outside. That's good. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Curry dishes to Barbosa. From deep three-point range. Second chance shot. Spates. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. "12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Iguodala's drive. Lets the three fly. No good.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job embodying up his man.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead, up 4. And now.
Yes, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, and that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See ya.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He's got 16 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Here's Curry. From downtown, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
There's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Out left to the wing, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. The Warriors, number 1.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Bogut. Back to Curry. There's the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Timeout called the Warriors. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can, a rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted number 1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skills. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry outside. Shot is no good. And Golden State will come the other way. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that deep. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. From past the arc, Livingston no luck. The Warriors leading. Kicks it to Barnes. From deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Warriors leading by 4. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Curry. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Barnes has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Bogut drives in. Steps back and fires. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one. You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one
down. Warriors shooting around 44% in this 3rd quarter. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Green. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Dishes it to Barbosa. Takes the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. For 3, Barbosa. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Spates. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. Taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates. Here now a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. Number 1, Draymond Green.
And maybe most of the time a coach doesn't want to see his center or power forward drifting away from the hoop, but that's not the case with him.
It most certainly is not. I mean, when your 3-point shot is that reliable and that lethal, I mean, you have to use it if you've got a guy on your team that can shoot it like that. Maybe they sacrifice some size in the paint when he goes outside, but they're usually 3 points richer because of it.
Here's Barnes, and that one is hammered home.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on his heels. Let's see how this one turns out. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Warriors trail by 3. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 14 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Iguodala against Iguodala. And the Warriors miss again. No good. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Warriors leading by 3. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the Splash Brothers are the guards. They'll get out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Rush in at the 3, the small forward. Curry wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Fires for 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
On its way from Curry for 2, and right on target with the swish. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead. And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
It's Curry outside, and that one's good. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Especially now, Greg. I mean, this is a critical point in the game. His three-point shot really could end up turning the tide here and telling the story.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
And he gets the bucket. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level. He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Warriors trail by 9. Takes a 3. The long distance 3 is good. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes, but finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
And it's off from three-point range. Warriors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Bogut with it. Headed now by Barnes. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Curry against Curry. From deep three-point range, Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight to tie it up. Iguodala, no good.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Rush from outside.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
And the numbers back it up, Greg. I mean, he's brought his hard hat and mean mentality to the glass with him today.
Here's Curry. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Iguodala kicks to Green. Iguodala against Barnes. It's stolen by Bogut. And it's the Warriors on the break. On deep. Barnes can't get it to go.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Bogut the pass to Thompson. The three-pointer no good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And he gets it to go.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Warriors trail by 8. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
3 from the inbound. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough read.
To the left wing. Bogut down low. Covered by Bogut. He gives them a double-digit lead.
You know, earlier in the game, they had trouble getting on track, shooting a really poor percentage. But they've overcome that now, and they look to be in a nice rhythm and flow.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Curry. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
To the middle. Here's Green. Good D by Thompson. And so here is Golden State, trailing by 10.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 28 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Green. Rush comes in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. He makes the first of 3, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And he's good on the second. And he can't make it. 3 for 3.
Boy, his hands weren't the steadiest at the line that time, but that was all they needed to put a cap on this one.
Now here's Green. Rush with the steal. Bogut dishes to Spates. And that one's drained from the low block. Livingston can't get it to fall. So we see the Warriors get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris...